if our slogan for 2024 is getting back to the fun, that's what I'm doing with two friends. Hang tight, completely free-form show coming up. No deep thoughts. Let's start it now.
Kelly Show. Everybody, I want you to go to the Tom Kelly Show. I want you all to know about the Tom Kelly Show.
That's enough. And content
coming.
warning,
Keep that
spoiler
money.
alert. No, we are not charging for cameos. You are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show.
To that end, though, I will be on Cameo. $50. You can talk to John from the Tom Kelly Show.
You know what? I mean, it's funny. There are celebrities on it. I've thought about doing Cameo. Who would you like? Are you on Cameo, JR? Are you on it? Have you looked? Have you even looked to be curious about who might be on it that you would want? So you've looked. I know you're not on it like as a charging. Have you consumed a Cameo before?
I have not bought a Cameo yet.
Who would you buy a Cameo from?
I don't know. Tom Kelly, because Tom Kelly's amazing and he deserves his own everything.
I love you for that answer. I like our friend Nicole Eggert. Did you listen to? You know who Nicole Eggert is?
Yeah.
She was on Charles in Charge. She was on Baywatch. She's actually fighting a battle with cancer right now. After she was on our show, but she's on Cameo. There's a guy, Will DeMeo, who my friend Paul is obsessed with. He's in a show Gravesend, and he was like in a bunch of like mob movies. I'm trying to think of like who I would like. You know, you used to be able to get one from Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World. I don't know. Like, is there anybody you would love a video message from, John?
Well, yeah, the other thing is, a lot of people give them as gifts. So I'm kind of going down the track of who would I like to hear a message from, but more important, like who do I feel like and would like to send a message to. I first heard of Cameo from Penn Jillette and on his podcast, and then I saw how much he charged. I'm like, no, well, I'm not going to do that. So it's...
Yeah, and then you get into how much... So like, they don't have the prices on this quick straw poll. Like, Caitlyn Jenner's on. Carol Baskin. I mean, anyway. Cameo's old. I have a list of John... I've been taking notes on fun things you've been saying all weekend. And I want to see if you can handle recreating the magic. Oh, God, now I know. By the way, nothing says old. This is Tom Kelly in a nutshell. Dunkin' Donuts with the left hand. And what is it? A beer for Advent? Am I right?
Yes, this was from our beer Advent calendar.
What was a beer Advent calendar? A different beer for every day Advent?
You get a box with 24 beers in it, and it's all sealed up. And every day you punch open one, and you extract your delicious adult beverage.
That is so religiously inappropriate. And I mean, it's not like... Now, I wouldn't mind, though, a Holy Week water into wine kit. Where you just buy something and it ferments over Holy Week. But Advent, you're not drinking with baby Jesus. Baby Jesus wasn't drinking. All right, so I have a list of things you have said over this weekend. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, yes. So this is the new thing is apparently, and this is not John's firsthand knowledge, but Pizza Hut Classic. So someone, I don't know if it's an individual owner, I don't know if it's Pizza Hut corporate, they're keeping it intentionally like low and hush hush. Not hush hush, but it's not like a big ad campaign. I think they're trying to make it sort of have that underground feeling. But they have taken Pizza Huts and converted them back to what we knew as kids.
So I don't think that's happening. I think you misread it. I think there are a list of Pizza Huts that have not converted. Is that possible?
Okay, so you have corrected me on the technicality. So I will say, from my knowledge, on the internet exists a list of Pizza Huts that are in their form from when we were children. Now,
I found that
they were designed that way or just...
Because the list was just published on Christmas Day.
Okay.
So that would be the last day of your Advent beer calendar.
So you're saying after 24 beers, I may have misread the internet.
So according to boingboing.net.
That's yes, Boing Boing, which then...
Is Boing Boing a real thing? Do you know what Boing Boing is?
Oh, yes.
Wait, is it a thing? Like, it's a news source?
Thomas, I've been into this internet thing since it was young.
Has it been around?
It's a blog. It is a blog, Thomas.
It's a blog.
It's a blog. It's a blog. It's
Okay.
a good blog.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm opening boingboingboing.net.
Oh,
Got a laugh from the director. That works. That works, folks. Follow Tom Kelly at boingboingboing.net. It's fun to say. JR, say it.
Boing, boing, boing.
It was worth it just for that.
all right.
Okay. You know what I love? He's laughing enough for both of you. The difference between father and son. Son can't stop laughing, and father's like, this is enough.
Go to boingboing.com and learn about Pizza Hut classics.
Okay, so it's just funny that you bring it up, though, because there was a meme circulating around that I happen to write down separately. It shows a picture of the old Pizza Hut,
Right, yep.
and it had this caption. And this sort of sums up my one experience of going to a Pizza Hut in the early 90s. And by then, they were on the way out. But the caption is, Pizza Hut pan pizzas were basically a culinary delight. They'd bring them out in a real skillet that was piping hot at 700 degrees Fahrenheit, right as your third song kicked in on the jukebox after you played a game of Galaga. We were royalty. And now there's a list of on boingboing.net. Not to be confused with Boing Boing. By the way, Boing Boing. Not to be confused with
I feel like I'm going to have to carry the show for a minute while he goes onto GoDaddy and registers boingboingboing.com.
So actually, in 2019, they brought back the 1974 logo. Okay, so here's a list of places you can find original Pizza Huts as of January 3rd, 2024.
So this list is updated regularly. This is
Somebody's putting effort into this. And this guy is on rolandopujol.substack.com.
okay.
So there's one in Arkansas. Big surprise that something there is in 1974 shape. And there's a few in Arkansas. So none in Florida.
Yeah, if they did design these, if they did do the retro thing, they probably just picked the places that were the shortest trip.
Yeah, and for New York, I feel like there's only one. It says there's one in Potsdam, but I thought there was one in Lake George. But anyway, folks, maybe
Lake
I'll
George
put.
would be a good spot for one of those.
So listen, if you want your full list, go to boing.net.
See, now you're just going for the cheap laptop.
You know what? I really am, but I'm getting the cheap laugh.
How many times do I have to say boing to get Jared to giggle?
Boing,
Boing.
boing,
Boing.
You know what's funny? Boing. You know what I love too, folks. Wherever you are right now, just yell out boing, boing.
I feel like this could be like the cultural phenomenon. Oh, okay. On me. Hey, teenagers, your TikTok challenge this week is walk around and say boing to old people and make them laugh.
Yeah, and bring it back in on me.
Hashtag
And then bring it
boing
in on
boing
me, bring it in
challenge.
on me, and then we're going to call this the Boing 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 Challenge. You know what I would love to do, though? At JR, you only have a few months till graduating high school. Here's my challenge to you.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't fuck it up. Or here's a way to fuck up. Here's a way to buy an extra year of high school. Hang on, don't distract me.
Does the dad have to step out of the room for this?
So, do you have to write research papers in high school?
I do.
Okay. Do you have to write the bibliography at the end?
I do.
Okay. All I'm saying is, I think you should write, if you're writing a paper on Abraham Lincoln or I don't know, I need a reference that's not slavery related. What's that?
Sex ed, because that's normally what my papers are.
Okay, well, pause on sex ed, because that'll be, all I'm saying is, imagine writing a paper on the life of astronaut Sally Ride. And then you just put a source on Sally Ride like cheese doodles as a kid. Source, boingboing.net. No? I just love the idea of just, oh, really? That's a great article. Like John, ready? John, your question will be, Tom, where did you read that?
Tom.
No, well, hang on. I'll do the setup, but that's your response. Ready? I just read a great article about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Fascinating, Tom. Where did you read that?
Boingboing.net.
Now you got me giggling.
You see, I just think, what a wonderful name for a blog. This is why this show's never going to take off. I named it after myself. If I just named it after a sound effect, like if I could copyright the name .com, you know, Not even .com. I'm sure that's taken. If someone could spell that, it would be .net. And then, of course, the related charity, .org.
Hey, don't forget the college.
So,
.edu.
so JR, you great JR, this is a great paper you wrote for your sexual education class. What source did you use?
Boing.net.
There you go.
This is making me worry though. Like, okay, if we've established boing.net
Boing.net.
is the Tom Kelly's alternate project, and boing.net, the what I thought was a well-known blog, but apparently hasn't reached its way to Massapequa yet. I just have a bad feeling boing.net is something that will get caught by your workplace, the IT department. I don't know. I think boing.net may be something different.
Okay, so folks, I do not want you to do this. It's not worth it. The name boing.net has been taken.
Wah, wah, wah.
And it might be available for $69.99. But I think that's GoDaddy negotiating the GoDaddy negotiation. All they do is send somebody an anonymous email on your behalf. So please, folks, do not look to see if boing.net is like, don't spend the money, please. I'm saying this clearly. There's 3 whack jobs of friends of mine out there who might spend the money. Don't. Just give me the money straight. Give the money to JR. Buy a cameo from JR Mulhall.
I just have I don't know, this I don't know, it's starting to feel like a stadium naming rights.
No, but you know what it is? Somebody actually, so what happens with these names, people buy them and squat on them.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody squatted on boing.com and it's $1,700. Yeah, F it.
Good luck
Joke's
with that,
not
pal.
that funny. Joke's not that funny. Actually, I think the joke's funny over when we're giving it away for free. Boing.
Boing, boing.
I get that as an Instagram name. I had a few other things that you said that were smart this week. JR, how are we on time?
13 minutes.
We're at 13 minutes? Yeah. All right, we're going to push for the full 20, or when JR's camera cuts out. So you said some smart things this weekend.
You did?
JR?
Sorry.
That kind of humor. You did? See, that's actually, let's talk to you for a second.
Uh-oh.
That is an energy suck line.
Fine.
Yeah, you see, like even that fine energy suck. Contribute to the energy. Keep the train moving. Don't pull the friggin' emergency brake line. That's what you do. Fine. Yes, NJR. I'm going to make you fun. All right. Tiered communication.
Tiered communication.
You are a 47-year-old man,
Yes.
and you Snapchat with your wife, you dirty bastard. Why?
Yes. Because that's it. It's there's tiers to messages. So it's if I Snapchat the wife, well, maybe it's going to be something saucy, but most of the time it's here's something that amused me. Here's something fun.
Now,
Maybe I'm
Snapchat-
driving down the road and I saw like a silly bumper sticker, so I snapped a picture of it, and it's not dick pics or
Okay,
penis
because the
pics.
stereotype, because Snapchat
Right.
really is messages that disappear quickly.
Yes.
And because they disappear quickly, kids like JR send pictures of their sexual
Right.
organs to strangers.
But here's, and part of it is, and this will be my old man thing, but the way that our phones, good thing, they back everything up so you don't lose it. But it's like, okay, I see, I'm in the parking lot. I see that stupid bumper sticker. It gives me a chuckle. I want to share it. So I take a picture of it. Before Snapchat, would send it to the missus. She'd look at it. We'd have this shared chuckle. And then, 6-7 months later, I'm going through vacation pictures. And then, oh, wait, why do I have a picture of the stupid bumper sticker? So that was part of why I started using Snapchat, is because there are things, not because there's anything wrong. I just don't want them gumming up my phone and my Google Photos account. But it kind of morphed into that was the channel just for the idle chit chat.
So when we talk about the layers of tiered communication channels, which are we allowed to say what you do for a living? You're a communications expert.
Right. Well, that's when you brought up tiered communications. I was already like down about,
So like tier 1 for communication, you want to communicate. JR's in the hospital. We need to pick. That's a phone call.
Yeah, that's
tier 1.
That's the phone call, and then if you don't answer the phone call, the immediate.
So if we were going to actually brand this, the Mulhall communication
yes.
tiers theory.
Yep.
Tier 1, urgent, need a response right away, phone call.
Yes.
Tier 2.
Tier 2 is
texting.
Yes, standard SMS text. Why?
iMessage, SMS text.
Yeah. Because if I'm in the car, you can do the voice to text. It'll read it back to me. It's coming in right away. It's going to make a little more distinctive sound, and then there it is. It's not the like urgent drop everything and look at it, but the hey, before you leave the grocery store, we need eggs too.
Okay. And now tier 3 is social media, or does it go lower than 3?
For the most for two-way communication, it's call, text, snap. You throw the
and then
instance in
handwritten
there.
letter. Does that go anywhere in this, or is that dead to you in the Mulhall tiered communication theory spectrum?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Every morning I leave her a handwritten note before I leave for work.
Oh. And what does it say?
Whatever's on my mind.
Pick up eggs?
No, it's always something. I mean, I won't say it's always something sweet, but it's always something either reflective of our good times together, or something I'm looking forward to, or just, hey, I like you.
And that's why. How many years are you married? We should probably get that.
20 something.
And he lost it. And swing and a miss. I'm going
21.
to actually say 21.
Yep, because 2002.
Yeah, because
I think there's a certain point where you just I'm terrible with knowing people's ages, but I know when people were born. Earlier you asked me how old my dad was. I'm like, okay, he was born in, so do the math.
I mean, just what I just want to point out is you went from being the perfect husband back to being the average husband. Not a bad husband, but you went from first to median pretty quickly. That's so sweet, though.
Yeah.
I love that you write. And does she write you notes?
Only only a special occasion, but it really all just has to do with the fact, because I won't say it's every day. It's only work days, but it's because I leave the house before she does, so I leave her a little note. It used to be on the dashboard of her car, and then she started working from home, so I left it on her laptop.
You even adapted to work from home.
Mm-hmm.
You're COVID compliant. You're adorable, John Mulhall. Good God, you're a catch. You know what's funny is, after that answer, somehow asking you what's your favorite themed bar just doesn't feel like I could live up to that.
Oh, favorite.
Actually, you know what? Let me do this romantic one for you. Actually, I have one right after. Skipping forward on the topic list, this might be more of a New York thing or an old-fashioned thing. You and your wife, Elaine.
Yeah.
You go to the car.
Uh-huh.
Do you open the passenger side door for her? Do you know about that? Like in the old days, back in the 1990s and 2000, when you used to use a key to open the door, you would be with your missus, and this was a New York thing. If you were trying to score, the theory was you would unlock the passenger side door, open it up, let her in, and then my friend Dan Frelick used to have a theory, which was, and then if she leaned over to unlock the driver's side door, you were going to get lucky. But now the second part, that's the Dan Frelick addendum to this theory. But the overall theory is holding the car door open for your woman a thing today?
Well, and maybe this is a more personal thing. So before we had the clicky and the hands-free thing, my last car before I had one with automatic locks only had a key on the driver's side. So I would have to go to the driver's side, unlock, get in, reach across, unlock it, and then more than willing to jump out, run around, and open the door. But at that point, she's opened her own door, got in, because
so that you can't be smooth with that.
So yeah, it kind of broke the rhythm. Like I totally get that, and I mean if practicality allows for it, I will open the door. But generally, it's practicality. You're both
and
we're going somewhere. If she gets the door first, she's opening it. But if we get to the door at the same time,
so you don't have to open the door if you can't stick it in a keyhole.
Right.
Whereas I'm opening the door to stick it in her keyhole.
Oh.
I am just full of weak. It's funny. And I had what they would call a list of instant feedbacks. I put this up on Instagram, on Facebook. Angel says, every time, brother. Patricio says, it better be. I don't care what this generation is doing, but my mama raised me to be a gentleman, and I will do the same with my children. Beth sort of was going where you were saying, was the automatic key remote kind of made it awkward. Because then it's just like, whoop, whoop, but let me run around anyway. Yeah, it might be a dying thing. Might be a dying thing. JR, what are we at on time?
21 minutes.
JR, do you have a big ending for the show?
Yes, and
He learned a lesson. I'll take it. All right, folks, listen. I haven't done a 3-show day in forever, John and JR. Thank you both for doing this. I hope I live up to JR's shooting skills when I edit this. And thank you guys for being family every time I come to Florida, all right? We'll just do 6 more shows after this, okay? All right, folks, you know what to do. Oh, Magic Mirror. We got a Magic Mirror quick. Magic Mirror. Who is on the show? I see Jody Barr, Gina Bounds, Nanny. Do I have a friend named Nanny? I think I do. And most importantly, I see you. New podcasts every Monday and Wednesday. Sometimes they're interviews. Sometimes there's something deep. And sometimes it's just what you had tonight. 3 grown men, or 2.5 men, being horses' asses. Until next time, good night, Titusville. I didn't call it Tittiesville this time.
That was good.
Yeah.
You're maturing, Thomas.
I'm maturing. You can hear me maturing.
You also got through the whole $69 price of GoDaddy without comment. That was.
Oh, I didn't. Oh my God! Wait! I missed. Wait, folks. I hope you didn't hit stop. Folks, John, how did you not jump on this? Folks, if you want to buy boing.net for $69.69, how did I miss this? And boingboingboing.com, 1,609. There's 69 in that one too. I'm losing it. Boingboingboing.net for sale for $69.69. And I missed that. Oh my God. Don't even bother tuning in next week. I quit. Titusville.